Listen, these rich people want to keep us poor. And yes, if you get into crypto, you're taking a huge risk. And that's why I say, if whatever you invest in, prepare to like prepare yourself to lose it, right? Whether it's stocks or whatever. Don't invest more than you're prepared to lose. That's what I'm trying to say. When they keep on pushing this narrative that Bitcoin is for criminals, and there's a lot of criminal activity with Bitcoin, which, yes, in the past this happened. But you can see where transactions go on the internet. The FBI can literally just look and see where money flows in and out. Can you do that with the fiat dollar? How is drugs being bought on a daily basis? What is it being bought with? Is it being bought with crypto, or is it being bought with paper dollars? That's what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that, oh, it's so bad. They're trying, oh, criminals are using, what criminals are using their currency, and in fact they are the criminals. It's just aggravating. It really is. It's just it. What they want is, this is what they want. They want to scare people to get out of crypto so the price drops so they can buy it up for pennies on the dollar like they always do. And then it'll go back up, and then poor people who have no balls, who are too scared, they're out of it and they continue to stay poor while the rich stay rich. That's how they do it. They use fear to keep people poor. They don't like crypto because they see how many it's the people's money. That's why they don't like it. They want to stay rich because why do they want to stay rich? Why do they have these billions of dollars and so much money that they'll never be able to spend it all? Why? Because they want to keep power and control over us. That's why. It's not that they need it. Trump said before, it's a tally marker. That's all it is. They want to keep they want the rich to stay rich and the poor to stay poor. That's what they want. And it's enough is enough. What do they do? What do these rich people do? They use us to go. They use our kids to go to wars, and our kids die for no reason. Do their kids go to wars? No. Their pampered kids do not go to wars, but ours do. These rich people, a lot of them get out of paying taxes. So these parasites, people want to say, I say it too, these people on welfare, they're parasites. Well, these people are parasites too. Bailing out these big banks like in 2008 with uh, $700 billion because they are not running their institutions correctly. They're like overextending their lending, and then we have to pay for it. We're forced to pay it. We're forced to pay our taxes. I'm not saying all rich people don't have to pay taxes, but there are loopholes set up for these people. They can write off things because they got an LLC or whatever. Can you write off things? Can you write off gas? No. I can't write gas off because I use gas to get to work. No, because I'm just a common man worker. This whole trickle down effect, this is why I never agreed with Trump. This trickle down effect never works. What we need is a triple up effect. That's where it works. We need more small businesses. We need more. We don't need big, clunky, centralized systems. Massive. You know how hard it is to pivot, whether there's an economic problem or anything? It's way easier for small businesses to pivot themselves and change with the times. But our government is for monopolies. That's because the federal government wants to be a monopoly. They want to have more power than the states. It's all just and they're supposed to be getting rid of monopolies. Not only that, we have the media working against us to try to divide us. We have all these things working against us. We got our politicians working against us. We got our own media working against us. We got tech companies working against us because if we want to say truths or things that they don't want to hear, then they just ban you. You know, if you don't like what I have to say, you don't have to listen. You can go to another channel. If you don't like what somebody tweets, you don't have to follow this person. Why is there not more social? What with all the technology? Why is there not a social media that's coming up? Honestly, like I don't know if this. I was very excited about the Trump social media, and I don't know if this is just like the test rollout. I don't know if there's other things that I'm not seeing. I was very excited about Trump's social media because I thought it was gonna give me like the chance to be like Twitter, where I can say what I want and but it looks like it's just a website for Trump to say things. That's what it looks like to me. I don't see anywhere where I can make a. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see anywhere where I can make something and then I can make my own username and post like Twitter. I don't see anything like that. And I'm very disappointed. I want to be able to talk about what I want to talk about, and if it is wrong, if I am saying something that people don't agree with, or it's factually wrong, then call me out. I just don't like these social media platforms banning people. I don't like it. I think that it's wrong. Especially because just because it's not something they agree with. Now, how is Twitter going to ban Trump because he's talking about the election or because they say he incited violence? But they don't talk about, you know, how people are ragging on the 2016 election. That's all they did was rag on the 2016 election. Oh, only 2020. You can't say nothing bad about 2020 election, but you can about 2016. Or you don't hear Twitter banning anybody for inciting violence. Remember the Kavanaugh? All those women rushed into the Capitol. No, 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 no. We don't nothing. Didn't they? Wasn't that an insurrection? You know, what about all these riots at these cities that are being burnt down? People like Maxine Waters saying all this crap, you know, we need this and that. They're inciting violence too. If you want to say Trump was, I don't think Trump incited violence. I really don't. Because he didn't say go cause violence. You can fight with your words. He didn't say go literally just destroy. And they didn't. For the most part, Trump supporters are, you know, they walked the lines. They didn't destroy nothing. There's some of them that did. They broke some windows. But it's just stupid. And the media just will not quit. I don't even know why people listen to them. Why do people even watch CNN anymore? Or Fox News or the NBC, CS, whatever, CNBC or whatever. Why do people even listen to these people? They're a bunch of liars. If anything needs to be burnt down, it needs to be those places. But no, those won't. This is why I think America's finished for long term. It's a perfect storm. It's a perfect storm, and the average person don't see it. Mars don't sound so bad. Honestly, like I thought that I'd live here the rest of my life in America, but given this where it's headed, I don't think I want to live here long term. And if I do, I want to live away from population centers.